it displays a large or small date, and of course, the positioning of the numbers, and the shape of the two, can all offer clues as to whether you're looking at a large or small date. Additionally, checking the coin's weight can help you determine its composition. Copper coins weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while the zinc versions come in at about 2.5 grams. If you come across a 1982 penny with a Denver Mint mark, a small date, and a weight of 3.11 grams, it could be worth investigating further. Of course, authentication is key. The coin market is rife with altered coins, fakes, and clever counterfeits, so any potential $1 million penny must undergo expert analysis before it can be declared genuine. Collectors and sellers typically turn to professional coin grading services, which use advanced technology and expert evaluation to determine a coin's authenticity, grade, and value. Only a handful of experts in the world have the tools and experience necessary to confirm such a rare and potentially valuable find, but if your coin passes the test, you could be sitting on a small copper fortune. The allure of coins like the 1982 small date copper penny is about more than just money. It's about the thrill of discovery, the romance of history, and the excitement of uncovering a tangible piece of American heritage that bridges the gap between mass production and human error. These coins remind us that even in a highly automated system, anomalies can occur, and when they do, they often leave behind pieces that captivate imaginations and spark lifelong passions for collecting. In today's digital age, stories like this go viral quickly, and news of rare coin discoveries can prompt waves of interest from both seasoned numismatists and curious newcomers. Social media platforms, coin forums, and YouTube channels like this one have played a crucial role in spreading awareness and helping collectors connect, share tips, and verify finds. We've seen countless stories of people finding rare coins in pocket change, inherited collections, or even rolls of coins purchased from banks. And while the odds of finding a 1982 small date copper penny may be slim, the possibility is very real, and that's what makes it so exciting. If you're new to coin collecting or just now becoming interested after hearing about this story, now is a great time to start. Learn the basics of coin anatomy, understand how minting processes work, familiarize yourself with common errors and varieties, and most importantly, start checking your change. Get yourself a reliable digital scale and a magnifying glass, study reference materials, and connect with the coin collecting community online. Even if you don't find $1 million penny, you'll likely uncover other interesting and valuable coins that add depth and richness to your collection. And who knows, maybe you'll be the next person to discover a previously unknown variation that rewrites the history books. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the story of the 1982 small date copper penny is a perfect example of how a single coin can change everything. It's a reminder that incredible value can lie in the most unexpected places, and that sometimes, all it takes is a careful eye and a little bit of curiosity to uncover something truly extraordinary. So keep looking, keep learning, and keep checking your change, because the next multimillion-dollar coin could be hiding right under your nose. And if you think you've found something special, don't hesitate to seek expert advice and share your discovery with the community. Thank you for joining us today on this deep dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable era coins in U.S. history. Today's exciting video, where we uncover the fascinating and jaw-dropping story behind one of the most astonishing coins ever to circulate in American currency, the legendary 1984 1-cent penny from the United States, a coin with a face value of just 1 cent but a staggering current market worth of over $4 million due to its rare and mind-blowing errors, minting anomalies, and historical significance that collectors are obsessively searching for across the country and even around the globe. Making this unassuming coin a hidden gem in everyday pocket change and a true treasure for numismatists, historians, and savvy investors alike who understand the immense value that small imperfections can hold when it comes to currency production and the hidden fortunes that sometimes lie quietly within seemingly ordinary coins, leads us into the captivating and almost unbelievable tale of how the 1984 penny transformed from a simple copper-coated zinc coin into one of the most coveted era coins in numismatic history, starting with its origins during a time when the U.S. Mint was undergoing material changes in its coin production processes due to rising metal prices and evolving technology, specifically the transition from primarily copper composition to a more cost-effective zinc core with a thin copper plating. A change that not only altered the physical properties of coins but also inadvertently increased the likelihood of minting errors, especially when dies were overused, misaligned, or improperly maintained, which is exactly what happened in the case of this coin, giving rise to some of the most bizarre and dramatic errors ever seen on a U.S. penny, including the famous double die obverse where Lincoln's portrait appears distorted, and his features, most notably the ear, eye, and bow tie, appear duplicated or shifted. A visual phenomenon caused when the die itself receives more than one misaligned impression during production, resulting in thousands of coins bearing this dramatic doubling effect that immediately stands out to sharp-eyed collectors and is now listed in major coin guides and error catalogs as one of the most significant and valuable double die errors ever minted. But what makes the 1984 D penny even more remarkable is the presence of mint mark anomalies, particularly involving the D for the Denver Mint, which was hand-punched into working dies at the time and often appears in slightly varied positions, sizes, or even shows signs of repunching, doubling, or being completely misplaced, a factor that adds layers of uniqueness and rarity to certain specimens of this coin, especially those with extremely off-center mintmarks or doubling of both the obverse and mintmark, errors that exponentially increase the value in collector markets, with some specimens being sold privately or at high-profile auctions for well into six-figure sums and, in incredibly rare and pristine cases, reaching the unbelievable $4 million valuation that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and coin hunters worldwide, a valuation not based merely on speculative hype but on real historical data, sales records, population rarity, and the extreme difficulty of locating one of these coins in uncirculated or high-grade condition, particularly since most were heavily used in commerce and worn down by decades of circulation before their true value was ever discovered, meaning that any 1984 D penny found today in a high mint state grade, especially with verified error characteristics, becomes a numismatic miracle and a potential life-changing discovery for the person who finds it, a dream that has turned thousands of Americans into amateur treasure hunters scouring their jars, drawers, rolls of pennies, and change from coffee shops or gas stations in hopes of uncovering one of these error-laden marvels that hold such astronomical worth. And it's not just the well-known double die that makes this coin special, because there are also documented cases of die cracks, cuds, lamination errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and broad strikes, all minting defects that result from mechanical or material mishaps during the production